So in this video, we're going to talk about variables and functions in Rust. So let's go ahead and go to VS Code. We're going to work inside the main function here. Main is like the entry function. That's how you write the function with FN. So we're going to start creating some variables here. The first variable, let's just say name. It's going to be equal to string from, and let's just say name is Olu. Oh, it's an error there. So that's how you declare a variable. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use what we call a macro in. We're going to use a macro to print out the name. So you say my name is. Use a placeholder and then a comma name. And you should always end with a semicolon at the end. So let's go ahead and save this file. And we should see name at the bottom, printed out. So it's running right now. And once it finishes running, so let me adjust this a little bit so that you can see it much better. So as you can see here, it says my name is Olu, printed out here. So let's make a change here. Let's say Olumide is my name. You save it. It should recompile, and then it's going to print out my name is Olumide. So at the bottom it prints out my name is Olumide. So let's create another variable. This time we're going to use some numbers. Let's say price is the name of the variable, or maybe let's just call it X. It's much easier. X is equal to 5. And as you can see, because I'm using the Rust analyzer, it's giving me the type of variable. So in this case, it's an I32, which is pretty much an integer, I32. So that's how you put integers. We're going to do floats. Let float, or just call it F, is equal to, I don't know why it's giving me the brackets there. So let's type in is equal to 2.5. So now it notices that it's a float. It's an F64. You also have F32. Most times, most people use F64, and that's actually the default here. So let's go ahead and try something. We're going to use X now and say X is equal to X plus 2. Right? Let's run it and see what happens. So it's giving us an error here. It says that you cannot write and you cannot assign twice to an immutable X, which means that the way we define X on line 3, it's immutable. So that's the one big concept in Rust, in the Rust programming language. You cannot change the value of X now because it's immutable. For you to be able to change it, just add mute at the very before it. So the errors should go away now. So let's save it again, and it should compile now. So now it's working well. It's just telling you that you're not using any of the values. So what we're going to do is we're going to print out X here now. Let's print X at the bottom. So let's just say x is x, right? So it's going to print my name is Olu, and then it's going to say x is the number. So in this case it's 5 plus 2, so it should print x is equal to 7, right? So x is 7. So I'm going to keep this video short for the time being. We've covered two things about variables. They are either immutable or mutable. And you have to specify. If you don't specify, then you cannot change that variable. So I'm going to end this video right here. We're going to talk a lot more about variables in the next video.